Hey guys, so pretty much what I wanted to talk about was the fact that ego literally runs everything, and most of the time people don't even know that. Like, for example, when you get hurt or someone talks bad about you or someone hurts you or anything really, like if you're not secure within yourself, it's your ego that's going to be running you pretty much. For example, if in high school you were popular, like the every all the 4 years you were very popular, and someone you come across somebody who was talking bad about you, really most of the time you don't know who you are. So so what someone says about you can really affect what you feel about yourself. It can shift your opinion. It can hurt you. It could make you think like, oh, I'm not good enough. But really, like, if you knew if you know yourself and you know how you are deep down inside, none of that will ever matter. The things that people say don't really matter. And I've come to realize that with ego, a lot of things can become damaged within relationships or within yourself. Um, like not wanting to apologize to people, talking bad about others, feeling superior or feeling lesser than somebody else, when in reality we're all equal. Nobody's more important than anybody else. Where people might feel like celebrities are above them, when in reality we're all on the same plane. Nobody is above anybody else. The only one that's above is God, of course, like the divine being. But at the end, nobody really wants to purge all of their traumas and let it come to surface so that they can deal with it, because it's just easier to sulk in what's bothering you than to change it for the better, because it's really painful coming to terms with how you feel and knowing that you need change in your life can be painful, because you're so comfortable and you're so used to staying in what you know. Pretty much you're used to what you know, like nobody really wants to get out of that. And most of the time the only reason people will get out of that is if they go through a spiritual awakening. But that can take a long time to happen. Like, not many people go through spiritual awakenings right away. Nobody is born a ego-free person. Most of the time something either happens, or a change of heart literally, or something comes across you, or like a situation, a twin flame, getting sick, losing somebody, a near-death experience. These are things that can change your mind and make you go through the spiritual awakening. But a lot of the times, in order to go through all the work, it's very painful. Like, nobody really wants to. But I feel like it's so important to actually, become your truest self in your purest form. Because really, almost everybody, a lot of people are covered up with like this fake persona that covers them from who they really are, because they fear what people think, or they fear that they won't fit into society's rules, things like that. And people get scared, even though fear is an illusion. It's just something that we create in our heads to sulk in. Nobody really wants to deal with it. And honestly, I do encourage that people start changing the little things. Like, if you feel like something isn't right, just don't do it. If you feel like you've had enough of something, just cut it off. If you know that the time is over in a relationship, leave it. Things like that, little things. If you feel like you're not really attracted to sugary foods anymore, start heading for healthy food, things like that. Or if you feel like deleting an app, like I don't know, a social media app or anything like that. If you feel like you're done with that, go for it and delete it. Don't be afraid of what people will say, what people will think. Because at the end of the day, who are we impressing? Nobody. Nobody's above us. We're not trying to impress anybody else. The only person or the only being that you can really shine for is God and yourself. The most important love in this world is the love that you have for yourself. And if you're out here, loving and idolizing people, then what does that say about yourself? I'm not saying that you can't be a fan of something and not love yourself, of course. But idolizing people that are on the same level as you, I don't know. I just feel like it shouldn't be that way, for the fact that you are just as important. You are just as amazing and beautiful, and you're just as rich in personality, everything, really. Like, you know, you don't need material things to make you feel 100% good. Everything that you'll ever need is within yourself. And that's like the hardest thing for people to accept, but it's the most important thing. And yeah, I don't know, I just want to share that. But all right, if you have any questions, email me. All right, take care, bye.